So when you got up on stage tonight, did you think that you would be going home, or were you optimistic that the results would go the other way?
I was hopeful, uh, trying to be positive, but I knew, James and I both knew that tonight was our night to go home. I was praying for a miracle, but I knew that my number was up, and that and that it was it's all destined to end this way. It was I feel like God has a plan written out for everyone's life, not just mine. And this is my journey, was for me to make top 5, and for that to be the end of this chapter. And I feel like I definitely wanted to make the finale, being this close to it, but I'm happy that I was able to be a part of every week of this season. That I was on television every week. I didn't miss a single week of camera time. So that's something I'm really happy about. Walking away very happy about that. Yeah, I mean, I definitely, being hopeful and optimistic, I was praying for a miracle, and literally to the last second, I was praying for a miracle. But it ended the way it ended, and I'm honored to have made it this far.
Did it make things better or worse to be able to see those iTunes chartings?
Oh, it definitely made it worse, because you can look at iTunes and know exactly what's gonna happen. I hate to give away any secrets, but iTunes is pretty much tells all. If there's 3 spots open and there's 3 people in the top 10 on iTunes, well, that's pretty much the 3 that are gonna stay. It's. I tried not to look, and what's weird is that I was ahead of Will for like the first part of the night.
Yeah.
I was pretty far ahead of him, so I was like, oh man, maybe I'll be one of. Maybe it's me, Tess, and Jackie, and then I sat down at dinner. I said, I'll check the charts again. He's 2 spots ahead of me. Okay. And I'm like, well, tomorrow's my day. I'm done. I think the irony of the whole situation, life's very ironic. Me and James were roommates during blind auditions, and we've come this far to go out on the same night, to go home, to leave the show on the same night. It's kind of ironic and weird in a way, but I couldn't have imagined anyone else that I would have rather have gone down with.
Yeah. Have you had the chance to talk with either Blake or CeeLo since your elimination?
Yeah, as soon as the show was over, Blake was making his way over to me, and gave me a big hug, and I was like, man, I'm sorry I didn't want to let you down. And he's like, man, what are you talking about? You didn't let me down, man. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of how far you've come. And CeeLo was saying the same thing, and they're just really great people, and I'm honored to have them in my corner, and know that I can spend know that I'll always have their support behind me, but especially Blake, knowing that when I make it to Nashville, that he's going to be there, that he's going to be in my corner and supporting me. He's really going to help.
Is it a little reassuring to be able to see all of Blake's former contestants come back tonight? Even the Swan brothers who didn't make it to the final spot, he's still there supporting them. Is it helpful? I mean, he's been...
Yeah, I mean, I got to talk to all 3 of them, Cassidy, Danielle, and the Swan brothers, or all 4 of them, I guess I should say. All 3 acts.
Yes.
I got to talk to them, and we had good conversations about Blake and how supportive he's been to them since they've left the show, and it's really inspiring to see all to see Danielle, Cassidy, and the Swan brothers who were in the same position that I was in, being on Team Blake and being in the top 5, and knowing that, like, man, this could be real for me. I could come back and do this, and knowing, especially the Swan brothers, knowing that it was really encouraging, and to see that even though they didn't win, that they still are making a name for themselves. I think it proves that you don't have to win to be a winner.
Well, which performance do you feel was your strongest, or the one that you want fans to most remember?
I always, because we've been in the lives for so long, I always forget about the knockouts and everything. I really enjoyed doing Let Her Go for my knockouts. But moving, forward with lives, I was really happy about Adorn. I was happy to do that Miguel song and tribute him and everything. I've just, and the Mr. Big song, and Shameless is one of my favorite songs, and Rich Girl. I got to do so many great performances, and I'm really happy with them.
Is there anything you want to tell your fans before I let you go?
Just that this is not the end. This is only the beginning, and that I will see you on the road at my Swan Certs.